So hello everybody, I'm glad to see you all here. Today I'm going to present a seminar about Sustainable Energy Action Plan. The Sustainable Energy Action Plan is specified for the city of Dahok. We can start. I'm Bahadi Niazat. I'm 21 years old. I'm a student at Jihan University, Department of Business Administration, third year. I have also studied 3 years in Erbil, also marketing and business. I work as a fashion designer. I always care about sustainability in the fashion industry because we are one of the biggest polluters in the world. When I was researching about the whole sustainability, about fabric manufacturing and everything, it all relates back to us not making clean energy. And how do we make clean energy specifically for the city of Dahok? So, the project overview. So our problem here, if we see, so one of the biggest problems that we are facing right now is actually the depletion of the water resources in Dahok. In 2021, about 200 meters were dug by drills so we can reach underground water. And in 2020, actually, it was 150. So that's a 50-meter rise in underground level waters. What we can see here is actually a rise of 25% each year. And in some areas in 2021, we can see a rise of 100%, which is a lot. Some places they dug 350 meters below ground so we can reach the water. This affects our crops, affects our everyday life, affects our tourism even. This affects the weather, which affects our everyday life and our food and our water resources and our resources in general in the city. So this is the business as usual scenario in 2030. In 2030, if we do not change the ways that we are producing energy, we are going to produce 16,525,536 megawatts an hour. This megawatts an hour, I will explain to you. So a lot of electricity actually is not generated in our houses. It's what we call rejected energy. Rejected energy is what is returned to heat. And this, a lot of it, about 66% of this energy will not be used. It will be turned to heat and pollution. And about 7,964,780 total CO2 will be produced by 2030. This is if we do not change our ways of producing energy. If we see our base year 2030, if we follow this action plan, we will produce 10,200,948 megawatts an hour, which is significantly less, but that doesn't mean that we're going to get less electricity. This just means we're not going to waste a lot of electricity anymore. And we're going to produce only 4,961,531 total CO2. This both are 62% decreases from the business as usual scenario. So if we reduce and we follow this action plan, we can actually reduce our electricity usage and our total CO2 produced by 62%. So what causes climate change? What is climate change in the beginning? Climate change is the concentration of CO2 and other pollution gases, what we call greenhouse gases, in the atmosphere. This actually rises the temperatures globally. And right now we have countries that their global rise in temperature is at 2 Celsius degrees, which is a lot. And how can we reduce the effects of climate change? We cannot eliminate climate change because our whole life depends on producing products and services. And all these products and services produce CO2. But how can we reduce it? This brings us to the Sustainable Energy Action Plan. What is the Sustainable Energy Action Plan? The Sustainable Energy Action Plan is in response to the Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement was ratified in 2016 and is set to